I finally graduated. My 4 years at NYU has come to an end. It doesn't feel that long ago that I was stuck in my dorm room and quarantined for 2 weeks, vlogging my life along the way, and I can't believe time flew by this quickly. I haven't posted much in the past few months. For my last semester in university, I wanted to experience life firsthand rather than see it through a camera lens, so I didn't record much for YouTube. Life was pretty fun though. I hung out a lot with my friends because it was the final year. I went to Florida over winter break and also went ziplining in California. I visited Europe with my friends for spring break, the first time I left the States in 6 years. I got to take fun electives like vocal and cooking classes.
It's really quick.
And I got to see a solar eclipse, which was a real buzz all over New York. And then, before I knew it, it was already May. Graduation vibes were in the air, and the streets became more purple with graduates. The NYU-wide graduation ceremony took place at Yankee Stadium. It was a rainy day and it was way too chaotic. For some reason, the lines wouldn't get shorter and I was able to get inside only after the ceremony began. The ceremony itself was fine, although I couldn't pay much attention to what was going on. After all, it was the stern ceremony that really mattered. Each school of NYU has their own smaller individual ceremony. For stern, that was 2 days later, and that was when we would get to walk on stage. It'd be impossible to do that in this big ceremony because there are thousands of graduates in all of NYU.
Good morning.
The stern ceremony took place at Madison Square Garden. Since I was in student council and was the vice president for the senior class, I was able to lead the procession with my other council members and stand on stage while everyone got seated. I thought we would get off the stage when the ceremony officially started, but to my surprise, we remained there and were seated in the front row. I guess many people can't say they've seen this perspective of graduation. It was very cool, even when I had to sit through 700 people walking across the stage.
Sung Chul Andrew Shin.
Thank you. Congratulations, class of 2024. Let's give them another round of applause. Thank you. And please remain seated until the platform party exits the theater. We are Stern.
My time at NYU has been the longest period in 13 years that I've spent in a single place without moving. Up to this point, I've lived a great portion of my life in 2-year segments, moving 5 times in 9 years. After being born and raised in Korea for the first 9 years of my life, I lived in Canada for 2 years. Then, after a brief 7-month period in Korea, I spent another 2.5 years in Canada until I graduated middle school. Afterwards, I moved to Korea for the first 2 years of high school, and then California for the last 2. Finally, I moved across the country for university. I wanted to take this opportunity where I knew I wouldn't be moving away to finally settle in and make long-term connections. And all things considered, like the pandemic that effectively made social interactions impossible in freshman year, I think I did a pretty fine job. There are 2 types of people in the world. Those who are excited about graduating and those who aren't. I'll be honest, I belong in the second group. Ever since freshman year, I have never looked forward to the day where I would have to say goodbye to my student status, replacing my student ID for a business card. I just didn't know that time would come so soon. Sure, things could be worse. I'm very glad to have a stable job lined up, waiting for me. But it sure is a heck of a lot better to live with less responsibilities. I'm not ready for this next chapter in life. I guess all other students who graduated with me and before me have felt that, one way or the other, excitement or fear of stepping into the unknown. It's a daunting, uneasy feeling where the future's unclear, but one thing is certain, my 16 years as a student are over. Homework and assignments will no longer exist. Sure, that is unless I return to school in the future to get another degree, which isn't unlikely, but even then, I will never be a teenage undergrad again. It won't be the same. So what is next? What comes after my NYU era? Well, I actually still have 3 more months at NYU for graduate school for my master's program. It's a part of the accelerated program I'm in, where I spend the summer after graduation to get another diploma, which is pretty sweet. I might make a few more NYU videos during this period, but after that, I'm not sure. You see, ever since I started making NYU videos as a freshman, I was cautious not to turn into a college YouTuber where your entire persona and theme of the channel would expire upon graduating. That's why I uploaded the first Duolingo Korean video in an effort to show more of myself as a person rather than a student tied to my school. It somewhat worked, except rather than getting people interested in who I was, it got them interested only in my Korean content. And while making Korean videos can be fun occasionally, and I intend to do it from time to time, it won't be the future of my channel. There's only so much I can make about that topic while living abroad, and I think the future of my channel lies elsewhere. Essentially, I want to make videos that I really enjoy making, creative stuff that's not bound by a Korean topic, whether it's random vlogs, challenges, sketches, music, or more. After all, trying new creative endeavors is what I used to do before NYU. It was a time I expressed myself most freely, so it makes the most sense to go back to my roots. Still, I would appreciate your input and what you'd like to see on my channel from now on. Feel free to leave ideas as comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.